I'm leading the league in at least 6 statistical categories right now.
What's good, YouTube? It's Chief Montana Boy, and look, I'm back with another video, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I ain't playing now. Look. Now, I know why you clicked on this video. My prediction that Joel Embiid will end up in the Heat uniform, happened kind of randomly. Now, I was watching KJZ on ESPN, and they had some interesting things to say about Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid.
Jimmy Butler, bottom line, what he could have done in Philly, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah, and we were talking before we went to break about Joel Embiid sending the note on the tweet saying "if" as relating to Jimmy Butler. So I'll complete the sentence for you.
Okay.
If I keep waking up in these cold sweats, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I really feel like Joel Embiid wakes up at night saying, is that Jimmy? If you think about what Jimmy Butler brought to that team, he brought the physical toughness, he brought the leadership. Every single team that Jimmy Butler has been added to, look at how much they've lost.
And this really got me thinking. I'm like, damn, you know what? Bro, they got a point. J. Will got a point. When Butler was with Chicago, they were a solid team. And then when he went to Minnesota, they were way better. And now the Heat. Like, let's not forget that the 76ers were one lucky ass shot away from the Eastern Conference Finals. And since Jimmy Butler left, Joel Embiid is literally down at every stat. I can't make this up. Look at the stats. Bro, not to mention the overall performance of the team. Meanwhile, Jimmy Butler is literally up in every stat. And he could be on their way to a potential finals if they could take care of the Bucks. Which, they're already up one game with Jimmy Butler dumping 40 on the Bucks' head. So this led me to the conclusion that Jimmy Butler is an X-Factor type of player. Maybe not to the magnitude of a LeBron James, but when he leaves a team, they consistently get worse without him. Just look at Chicago. Look at Minnesota. Look at Philly. Jimmy brings a certain toughness and leadership to a team that's invaluable. But as we all know, sometimes being a leader, you have to get on certain guys to get them going. And sometimes that rubs people the wrong way, Like, it was reported that Ben Simmons was not a huge fan of Jimmy Butler's leadership style because Jimmy will always, get on him because he didn't shoot the ball.
Beef that they had in Philly supposedly was that Jimmy and Joel were pretty tight, okay. But ultimately it came down to the relationship between Jimmy and Ben Simmons. And Jimmy was trying to hold Ben Simmons accountable for shooting the ball and things of that sort. And he was trying to do things that Brett Brown supposedly hasn't done. And I think Jimmy making that decision to then leave Philly to go to Miami, I think if you're Joel Embiid, you're sitting there watching it saying, damn, we were one shot away.
I think we all can agree that Jimmy's a good guy. But I feel like this leadership style ultimately landed him out of Philly. So where am I going with this? Well, look at this. This is the payroll for the Miami Heat. Now, I'm not an expert on NBA finance, and if I believe correctly, the current salary cap is at $109 million for the year, meaning that the Heat are headed into the 2020-2021 NBA season under the salary cap, with $27 million in cap space to sign a potential big player. Now, taking into account that entering into the next season, the Heat will only have 9 players on the contract, you could potentially get a couple players, under a veteran minimum or like low salaries. Look at the players that they still have next year with $27 million in cap space. You have an aging but Finals MVP, Andre Iguodala. You have Kelly Olynyk. You have Tyler Hero. You have a recent All-Star selection, Bam Adebayo. And you have the rookie, Kendrick Nunn, that has huge potential. And also, you guys have to remember that the Heat have been proven to not to be shy to give up them dollars to win. And even Jimmy Butler, who said he would never wear a Heat uniform, raved about the front office and the organization.
There is going to be a free agency period this offseason, whenever the offseason is. Mm-hmm. What do you expect about other big-name players in the NBA wanting to come play with you on the Heat now that there has been a season of establishing what you on the Heat means?
I think it'll happen. Only time will tell. I'm telling you, the organization's really good at getting what they want to win a championship. It's gonna happen.
Like, if any team knows how to get big players, it would be Pat Riley and the Miami Heat. Now, the reason I feel like Joel could potentially go to Miami is because of the string of tweets that Embiid tweeted yesterday as Jimmy was dumping 40 on the Bucks. Like, look at these tweets. You know, reports even have it that Jimmy and Joel were close back when Jimmy was in Philly. And with all the frustration I've been seeing with Joel Embiid, coupled with the stagnant growth of Ben Simmons, I think Joel might be out of here, man. Honestly, I feel like he might be out of here. I know with all the Twitter antics and all the jokes, it might seem that Joel's not serious about winning, but his behavior has proven otherwise. I know y'all remember that Game 7 when Joel was crying when they lost Game 7. Now, either he's a huge crybaby or he wants to win. I don't know. I choose the latter. Like, look at Joel's face. I don't think he wanted anybody to see him like that. You know? I didn't think he wanted anybody to see him like that. But anyways, there's two things standing in Embiid's way to go into the Heat. Number one, he's not going to be a free agent until 2023. And the Sixers' payroll is just way too crazy. Like, Al Horford and Tobias Harris have an asinine contract. Like, who put this together? Elton Brand, let me find out. Bro, if I was a Philly fan, I'd be pissed. Somebody has to get fired. But anyways, look, if Joel has any chance of leaving the 76ers, it would be in like a trade of some sort. But the only problem is I don't see Philly just giving up Embiid like that. But I think that Joel's going to get so frustrated with the 76ers that he might just demand a trade. And if Philly will probably see a couple young pieces that he have. And they're like, hey, look, we can get these couple nice pieces for Joel. Because Miami does have some nice young talent. Now, if Joel wants any chance of winning a championship with Jimmy and the Heat, he better speak now or forever be without a ring. Because Jimmy Butler is going to be 31 in a few days. So that means that he only has a few more years left on his prime. But anyways, I don't know. I just don't see Joel Embiid passing up the chance to go to Miami. I mean, I was born and raised in the Miami area. I've been to Vegas for a few months. And even I know being in Miami is paradise. You know, it's paradise. But as for the 76ers, they'll probably get a few young pieces. But they got to take care of that mess that they got with Mr. Harris and Mr. Horford. But anyways, man, look, if y'all like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear y'all's opinion on the topic. But anyways, man, look, shout out to all my new subscribers, man. Y'all really keeping me motivated to make these videos, man. So I appreciate y'all so much. And yeah, man, look, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out this bit.